September 1st, 1939. 4:45 a.m. The Polish-German border. Artillery shells scream overhead as German panzer divisions roll across the frontier, their treads grinding Polish soil beneath them. Polish cavalrymen clutch their rifles, watching steel behemoths advance through morning mist. Luftwaffe Stukas dive from gray skies, sirens wailing, their bombs obliterating defensive positions. In hours, the world you knew will cease to exist. This is Blitzkrieg, lightning war, and nothing will stop it. The descent into darkness. 2 days after Poland's invasion, Britain and France declare war on Germany. But Adolf Hitler's Wehrmacht doesn't pause. By June 1940, France falls in 6 weeks, the invincible Maginot Line bypassed through Belgium's forests. British soldiers wade into the surf at Dunkirk, desperate to escape encirclement as civilian boats ferry 338,000 troops across the channel under relentless German fire. London, September 7, 1940. The Blitz begins. Hermann Göring's bombers blacken the sky. Families huddle in underground stations as incendiary bombs transform neighborhoods into infernos. Night after night, for 8 months, Londoners emerge from shelters to find their city burning. Yet Churchill's voice crackles over radios. We shall never surrender. The world ignites. June 22, 1941. 3 million German soldiers crash into the Soviet Union along a 1,800-mile front. Operation Barbarossa, Hitler's gamble to destroy communism and seize Lebensraum. Entire Soviet armies disintegrate. But as winter descends, temperatures plummet to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. German engines freeze. Soldiers' fingers turn black with frostbite. At Stalingrad, German 6th Army finds itself trapped in brutal house-to-house combat. By February 1943, 91,000 Germans surrender. The tide begins to turn. December 7, 1941. 7:55 a.m. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Japanese Zeros roar over Battleship Row. The USS Arizona explodes in a fireball, taking 1,177 sailors to the depths. Within hours, America enters the war. Admiral Yamamoto realizes the truth. I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant. The turning points. El Alamein, Egypt, October 1942. General Montgomery's 8th Army faces Rommel's Afrika Korps across minefields and sand. British artillery thunders. Sherman tanks charge German positions. The Desert Fox retreats. Axis expansion in Africa ends. June 6, 1944. 6:30 a.m. Omaha Beach, Normandy. Ramps drop. American GIs plunge into chest-deep water as German MG-42s unleash 1,200 rounds per minute. Bodies float in crimson surf. Medics drag wounded behind tank obstacles. Yet, somehow they advance. By midnight, 156,000 Allied troops hold French soil. Liberation has begun. The Pacific Inferno. Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, Okinawa. Marines storm volcanic beaches against Japanese defenders who fight to the last man. Kamikaze pilots dive into American carriers. In the Philippine Sea, sailors burn alive in flaming oil slicks. Each island costs thousands of lives, and Tokyo lies 1,500 miles away. August 6, 1945, 8:15 a.m. Hiroshima. The Enola Gay releases Little Boy. Silence. Then a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. The mushroom cloud rises 40,000 feet. 70,000 dead instantly. 3 days later, Nagasaki. On August 15th, Emperor Hirohito's voice, never before heard publicly, announces surrender. The Reckoning. May 8th, 1945. Berlin lies in ruins. Hitler dead in his bunker. Soviet flags fly over the Reichstag. Across Europe, emaciated prisoners stumble from concentration camps. Bergen-Belsen, Auschwitz, Treblinka, the evidence of systematic genocide. 6 million Jews murdered. The Holocaust's full horror emerges. The final toll, 70 to 85 million dead. Entire cities erased. The atomic age born. Europe divided between superpowers. Colonial empires crumbling. The United Nations formed from ashes, hoping never again to witness such devastation. In 6 years, humanity proved capable of unimaginable destruction and unimaginable courage. Soldiers who stormed beaches knowing they'd likely die. Resistance fighters who sabotaged railways. Civilians who had Jewish families in their attics. Code breakers at Bletchley Park. Factory workers who built the arsenal of democracy. The generation that fought this war saved civilization itself. They returned home, rarely speaking of what they'd witnessed, and built the modern world. Their sacrifice echoes through every generation since, a reminder that freedom isn't free, and that evil, left unchecked, consumes everything. The guns fell silent, the dead were counted, and the world, forever changed, began the long, painful work of healing.